as I was saying, this is a really good opportunity for you to be creative and write something new.
Miss, it sounds so boring. Do we have to?
You don't have to, but it might be fun. A fab chance for all those budding songwriters.
People aren't even that bothered about the Queen.
Well, people might not be that bothered about you, Kate, but we still all listen to you, though, don't we? What I haven't mentioned is the fact that there is a cash prize.
How much?
£1,000.
£1,000?
Yes, £1,000. If anyone's interested, please let me know by Friday. Right, let's get back to work.
I think we should do it.
The Jubilee?
Miss said the song will be performed in front of hundreds of people. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, but where would we even start, and how are we going to write a song about the Queen?
Inspired by the Jubilee, that's what she said. Use it as a starting point. She's been Queen for 70 years. 70 years, that's mad.
Yeah, but where are we going to start?
We could talk to people.
Talking to people is so overrated.
Well, we have to start somewhere.
And who would we talk to?
I don't know, people who are there. People who know more than us.
Won't they all be dead?
No. Seriously though, we do need to talk to people who know more than us.
That won't be hard.
Please.
I just
£1,000, please. Please.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine. If we're really going to do this, you can write the lyrics and I'll write the music.
It's fine. Thanks.
Yes, come in, sit down. Gentlemen, this is Alan's grandson and his friend...
Lily.
Lily. They're doing a project for school and I've told them that we might be able to help them out.
Yeah, we wanted to talk to some old people about the coronation.
You calling us old?
No, what she meant was...
We're joking. We are old.
Well, you are.
I don't think I'm the right person to be talking to about this. I've never been a great fan of the royal family.
Don't get him started.
Oh, ignore him. He's a lefty.
I don't really know what they're for. I don't know what they're about.
Well, it's all we've ever known. I can't remember life without the Queen. She's always been there. And there's something nice about that.
I think she does a cracking job. I mean, given her age and the things she's been through, she just gets on with it. You never hear her complaining.
That might be something to do with all the palaces and servants she's got.
I don't think having a president would be any cheaper.
I think she binds us all together, you know, unites us in a funny sort of way.
Do you, any of you, remember the actual coronation? You know, when she was made Queen?
I was only a little boy, but I remember everybody was out on the street. We had a massive party and everybody was in fancy dress. It was raining and we were sheltering in front of the church. And my sister was given a silver charm. All the girls were. She still wears it to this day.
Our family all watched it on a neighbour's TV. I remember there must have been 20 of us in this one room watching this tiny little television. All Grandma could say all the way through was that she couldn't understand how we could see the Queen on this little box in a house in Chester.
My uncle was actually there on the day in London. I remember him telling me about parking his car outside a hotel and watching the whole procession from a window high up. Managed to see the whole thing, all the people lining the streets and waving their flags. He said the atmosphere was incredible and he'd never felt prouder.
I think we've lost a bit of that along the way.
What?
Pride. Patriotism.
Yeah. There's not a great deal to be proud of, though, is there?
Oh, stop being so bloody miserable. Of course there is. You just got to look for it. The world's changed massively, grown, evolved. But you've got to change with it. That's the important thing. People banging on about the good old days, they've gone. But we've got to move on and find new things to be proud of.
You should put that in your song.
Come on, you lot. These songs aren't going to learn themselves.
That's what you need to tell people, that they need to find and hold on to the things that make us prouder. The world seems a bit divided, but we're all the same really, aren't we? We've drifted apart a bit, lost our way. But it's about time we all pull together.
Well, that's not a bad start, is it?
Something.
Right. You can get started on these.
Fine.
Morning, Ed.
Morning.
Oi! How's that song coming on?
It's slow, but we're getting there.
Come on, Ed.
Oh, don't forget Mrs. Reynolds' papers. They're just over there on the side. All you've got to do is drop them in.
Can't I just post them through the letterbox?
No.
But she goes on and on. She never stops talking.
And why do you think that is? Because you're probably the first person she's seen this week. She's lonely. She's all on her own.
Mum.
Well, why do you think she goes on and on?
Why?
Because no one bothers with her. No one listens to what she's got to say. That's what happens when you get old. You become invisible. You've got all this to look forward to.
Okay, fine.
Oh, thanks, love.
In and out, right?
All morning I've been waiting for that paper. Probably be yesterday's news by now.
We actually can't stay long.
Sit down. Terrible news, isn't it? Thought we'd seen the last of this kind of chaos. World's gone mad. Absolutely bonkers.
Well, we...
What's that you've got?
Oh, it's just a notebook.
I can see that. I'm not blind. What you got in it?
We're writing a song.
Oh, what kind of a song?
It's about the Jubilee.
Ah, the Jubilee.
It's for a competition. We write a song inspired by the Jubilee, and the winner gets £1,000.
£1,000? Bloomin' heck.
Yes, we're in a bit of a rush. We've got to go and do some research.
Well, what do you want to know?
Well, we're still looking for some lyrics at the moment.
Well, get that book open. I'll give you some messages for your silly little song. But I better get a bloomin' cut of that prize money.
Really?
Well, yeah. So what do you want to know?
If you were asked, what would you say to a younger version of yourself?
Ooh, I mean, I'd probably tell me to slow down. We're all going too fast. How can you possibly appreciate things, experience things, if you're buzzing around at 200 miles an hour?
Let me guess that we should all get off our mobile phones.
No, I think they're wonderful. We never had anything like that when we were growing up. I think we should be kinder to each other. Think about others more. Try and live in the moment. Do what you love.
Carry on. No, please, carry on.
Please, this is brilliant.
Well, Roger and I spent our entire lives putting off doing the things we really wanted to do. Saying, oh, we'll get round to that at some point, or we'll do that when we get older. But we didn't. And now it's too late. All those things we didn't do and haven't seen, just because we put it off. Got busy. Got distracted. If I could go back, I'd tell my younger self to be braver, be bolder, to live, to do what you really want. 'Cause it's short, is life. And you never know what's round the corner. Well, there you are. Gold dust.
So, how did you get on?
Fine. I've got most of it. I'm just missing something.
Well, I can't finish it unless you give me the lyrics.
I know.
What's taking so long?
I don't know. It's just I'm missing something.
We're seriously running out of time.
I know.
Morning, everyone. Before we begin, just to remind you that the entries have to be submitted by 2 p.m. tomorrow. Eve, how did you get on with your masterpiece?
I found it too hard. I didn't know what to write. I didn't even know where to start.
Well, my advice with that is always start with you.
Miss, what do you mean?
Well, start with you. Start with what's in there. That's always where the gold is. That's where the good stuff sits. Start with your own story and then work out everything from there. Right, let's get on with it. Where were we yesterday? Page 3, I think. Let's open our books. Let's get cracking.
Why are we here?
My granddad.
He lives here.
Yeah, it was easy for my granny. He was getting quite poorly.
And you think he'll be able to find some end to the song?
Start inside, in yourself. That's what Miss said, wasn't it?
Okay.
Plus, we've only got tonight left.
Come in, sit down.
Hello. Sarah, great to see you.
Oh, this isn't Sarah, this is Lily. You remember Lily, don't you?
Of course I do.
Your mum mentioned something about you doing a school project.
You always loved school, didn't you, Sarah?
This isn't Sarah.
Yeah, we're doing a school project and it's all based on the Queen's Jubilee.
Jubilee?
Oh, what a special day that was. Do you remember it, Eric?
Yes, of course I do. It was wonderful. It was really brilliant. Everyone was out to celebrate. The whole of the country.
Oh, and that dress that she wore, she looked absolutely gorgeous.
What a remarkable woman.
We're writing a song.
A song?
Oh, we loved singing, didn't we? All we used to do was sing and dance.
And that was the start of the best era of music. Rock and roll.
Oh, the dancing that we used to do.
Remember? Come on, let's show them. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5,
Eric.
6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock.
Eric,
9,
put
10,
me down.
11 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Whoa, rock around.
Put me down. Oh,
Remember we used to go dancing down by the river?
that's how we met.
You were wearing a red dress, thrills round the arm. Bright red it was, and a dark blue necklace. All night you kept complaining that your feet were hurting, and I kept telling you to sit down, and you were having none of it. You lost one of your shoes that night.
I did.
5 months later, you were asking me to make you an honest woman.
What?
Oh, yeah. It was me that proposed to him.
Really?
Yeah.
Best day of my life.
But isn't the man supposed to ask the woman?
Oh, sod that. I wasn't waiting around for somebody else to snap him up. He used to be good looking, you know.
On the train it was. Coming back to Chester, we'd just been away.
Oh, and everybody in the carriage was up and they were clapping us.
Well, you should have seen them all, singing and dancing.
Oh, yeah, it was wonderful. And do you remember? There was a lady and she was making a hat out of a paper bag. Eric? Eric?
Who are you? Who are you?
It's me, Anne, and little Lily.
It's Lily.
You're okay. You're all right. You'll be okay.
How come you've never told me that before now?
You've never asked.
Yeah, but that's interesting. How come I never knew?
We just never had the time.
We should have made time.
When are we going home? It's cold here.
This is your home now, sweetheart. This is your room, remember?
Where's Anne gone?
I think we should go. Come on.
Thank you. It was lovely meeting you.
Lily, wait! Lily! Lily!
Are you okay?
I should know these things. They're my grandma and granddad and I hardly know anything about them.
That's not your fault.
What happens when it's too late? You've seen him. He didn't even know who I was. What happens when those memories are gone?
You're not going to get those back. Unless we ask questions and we talk and we listen, unless we actually make an effort, then those magical memories are going to die with them. And I'm not going to let that happen.
That's it.
What?
That's it. I've got it. I've got it. Meet me back at your house.
Ed!
Meet me back at your house.
Ugh.
Hi, Sarah. I've got it.
Let yourself in, why don't you?
I've got the lyrics. You just need to have music.
It's too late. We'll never finish in time.
We will. Come on. Let's just get started.
It's too late, Ed. And I'm really not in the mood.
Come on. We can do this.
I really don't think we should bother. It's not worth it. Where did you get this from?
I went back. When we'd left, I went back and spoke to your nan and granddad. They're incredible. You okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
Come on. We haven't got long left.
No, I like it. Good.
Quicker. Got this.
Put more bass in it.
That's it. I've got it. We just need a title.
As you know, we are gathered here to find out who has won the competition to compose an anthem to celebrate our Queen's Platinum Jubilee. We left no stone unturned, and our search took us far across the county of Cheshire, and we were extremely impressed with the high standard of compositions. But we found one in particular very moving, a song about connection and coming together, about generations talking and sharing while they still have the time. The winners of an anthem for now are Ed Beckett and Lily Crawford. Ladies and gentlemen, our Jubilee.
Coronation, and knew where you were when the Queen received her crown. Grew up at a time when war gave way to peace. Played out in the streets till the sun went down. We have so many questions to ask you. Childhood to revive. We hope that you can share some of your wisdom boldly caring, be the best